And it's cold.
You can hear it roaring. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 3 of our Iceland trip and we started downtown Reykjavik at the famous hot dog stand. Now all I can say is I tried the hot dog. I wasn't in love with it. I'm a very picky eater. It's not what I'm used to, so I conquered, whatever. So today's goal was to travel Ring Road. Now I'm not sure exactly at this point. I did do my research at that time, but it's been a while ago now. I think it's well over 8 hours to travel Ring Road, and the first stop on our itinerary was Pingvellir. So we arrived a little bit before 6 o'clock. They were actually closing. I did try to go inside of the, I guess it's like a souvenir shop, and the lady was like, we're closing, and it was probably like 10 minutes until closing, and she was like, no ma'am, you're not coming in here. They're looking at the map. I realized we had passed the first waterfall, so we headed back. Oscarfoss waterfall.
And it's cold.
Cold as hell.
Schnitzel.
I can't teach you nothing. Okay. We got a little hike. I think it's about a 7-minute hike to get to it. Maybe 5.
Why you tell me that?
I think it's 5. So there's a few folks out here already. I'm not sure about y'all, but me and my spouse, I already know that I can't tell him exactly how long it's going to take because he won't agree to doing it. So it was really like a 10 to 15 minute walk. So I just told him 5. You're never going to see this again. It'll be a while when you do. Quite a few people out here trying to go to this waterfall this time of night. And it says, close the gate behind you. You got your hiking boots on. Where else? That's crazy how just on the side of the road where we driving at, the waterfall right there.
And like when you coming on this road, you won't even think.
Yeah, you would think you just driving on a cliff. And this is why they say with hiking boots.
You got the snow boots.
Oh my God, look how nice it is. Oh my God. Oh, now you need to sit. We don't rest when we traveling.
Huh?
We don't rest when we traveling.
Man,
Now for me, I love history, and like when I'm traveling, I love learning about the culture, learning the history of things. So when I read this story, it's just like, wow, like some of the things that people before us and in different countries have experienced, it's what keeps me grounded. It's what makes me keeps me humble, because like even though we always want more, there are so many people that have experienced way worse and have way less.
huh?
We almost there. Look at it.
It's beautiful.
We almost there. Now, everybody that I know asked me, how did I decide on Iceland? Initially, I was going to go to Antigua, and then I started thinking about it. I live in Florida. I live on an island in my eyes. I live by so many beaches. I've been to so many beaches. I didn't want to go on vacation and be like on a resort. I wanted to feel like I was living. I want to experience so many other things. And it was my 40th birthday. I wanted to make it memorable. It's this right here, these views. This is what I came here for. This is what it's all about. There's something so satisfying for me, the way this water is roaring and the tranquility of it. I could just sit here all day. We probably spent about 20 minutes here only because we had to hike back and we had to travel the rest of Ring Road. Next, we headed over to the geothermal bakery Fontana. I'm not sure what city or town this is considered, but we headed over there. In the mornings, you can catch a live showing of them baking the bread underground. But you know, we night crawlers at this point, so it is what it is. We did try some things. There is also a hot spring here, so you'll see people in the hot spring. My husband, after COVID and everything, was diagnosed with basically COPD. So us getting in the water in these temperatures was just not on. Like, I didn't even present it to him because I didn't want to get him to another country and possibly get sick. Like I said before, I pumped us with immunity, vitamin C, zinc, vitamin D, everything. I brought emergency in the bag with us. We took 2 emergencies every single day. Our nose did run while we were there, but we didn't get sick. We did not come home sick at all. So after taking a quick little look around, they had soups, they had cheesecakes and different types of cakes. They had the geothermal bread, and I ended up trying the geothermal bread. My husband was like, don't get that, and I shouldn't have got that because I knew I wasn't going to enjoy it, but it was all about the experience. That's all. So here you see people in and out of the hot springs. It's extremely cold outside. I don't know how they're getting out of this water and standing around like it's not cold outside. Traveling while black is very awkward sometimes because people just stare at you and you don't know if they're staring at you because they don't like you or if they're intrigued by you. It's a little weird, but like most of the people just smirk at you and don't say much. After that, we headed over to the geisha. And this was a really cool little experience. This isn't, no, not the geisha, child. I'm way ahead of myself. So we headed to a waterfall. I can't remember the name of it, but I do know that it was getting ready to close. So we parked on the curb and we walked down to look at the waterfall. Now, there was an extremely long walk to get close to this waterfall. So we kind of just admire this one from afar. Wow. What a view. What's surprising is that they don't have no railing. Wow. You can hear it roll. Dang. So I don't think we'll try to go down there. Before she's sitting there, take a picture on the rooftop. Arrived at Huh? What did they say? Oh, wow. So as we entered into the geisha, there was a billboard there, and it basically stated that there were areas that are under construction and some areas are off limits. However, the main one, probably about a 2-minute walk, and it's still underway. So yeah, me being intrigued by how things work, this geisha situation is really intriguing to me, how the water builds up underground and then every so often it has to release the pressure so the water sprays up. I'm not sure. Like, considering the fact that Iceland is considered a whole island on its own, it sits off in the water. This stuff just amazes me. Let's just go for it.
Over there.
How we get to it. We walked down there. It went off as soon as we got there, and we turned around and headed right back. Ooh, you missed it. Whoa. Dang. Folks, that's all we came here for. That's it. See it again? You want to stay and watch it go? All right. We arrived at the last house. That's insane. But this supposed to be the safest place here.
Huh?
I thought this supposed to be the safest place.
Well, I don't let people get that close to me anyway.
Since the last, when we was at the geisha, that's the first that sign in all of Iceland.
Yeah. What, this one or the last one?
The last. It definitely looks like a desert, but you'll find random spots where you'll see houses and little towns. All right. Okay. This is what we came here for. Drove down here. Because we didn't see no road down here. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I got to get all the way down. Wow. That's what I said. Why we ain't pull around here? Nobody didn't tell us. The GPS didn't tell us to come over here. I don't care if you only save $20 a month for 5 years. You have to go and see these waterfalls in person. The video does no justice. You have to be in the presence of these waterfalls. You have to hear, you have to feel it. This is an amazing view. Now, this particular one, I'm glad that we came at night, and I'm glad that there were not many people here at this time of night, because I can imagine how it is during the daytime. Y'all ever seen those travel videos where they do the place versus reality, and there's a whole bunch of people? Because there's a rock like to the left, you can see it's kind of foggy because of the water spraying off, but there's a little rock that you can walk down to and overlook the waterfall from the rock. I have seen those Instagram reality versus the place. The rock is full of people. I'm talking about like crowded full of people. So this was our last stop for the night. We did have a few hours to drive back to our hotel. We ended up going back down into Reykjavik and getting us something to eat at the Sbarro. When I booked our trip, I was looking at different locations so that we could kind of hop from place to place, but I was a little nervous about booking those. But this particular place had a hotel that I saw, and I wish I had booked it. And I devoured it so cool.
You need to make sure you vlog that. Hot pizza.
The pepperonis taste like the hot dog. Literally tastes the same.
But you gotta explain. Hot dogs y'all use.
No, the Icelandic.
So nasty.
I'm using my one piece of pizza. You better get two, because we've been eating one meal a day. I'm starving. The hot dog that they serve. I didn't pay for the hot dog. We're about to try this again. So yesterday I realized that it said creamy, so I guess there's a difference. In the Snickers here, it was really thin, the other one. This one feels more like a normal size, like Snickers that we would find in the U.S. So I'm about to try this one and see. Probably like 9 out of 10. There's something just a teeny bit different. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's very similar to the regular Snickers. I would continue eating this because I haven't been able to find anything sweet here, like dessert wise. Like we haven't really. I don't think they eat sweets like we do.